bitch. Oh, that's a bad word. Full of negative emotion and feeling. In fact, I call them battery words because I think they store the negativity of humanity. And like batteries, they can be discharged when we use them and we're not afraid of them. Think of the word like, man, fucking tastic. Or, bitchin' haircut, dude. Recently I had the experience of learning and watching the transformation of a Korean battery word. I was walking around and dreaming and I saw something when I looked up that made me do a double take. There was a large man standing at the top of a tree. The branch was bending. Kind of a strange thing, and yet he looked very comfortable up there, like he belonged there. So I thought, well, that's interesting, but then I had a kind of dangerous, evil thought, like I should do something. But when I looked up into his arm, I saw that he had a large bottle of maekoli with him. And I thought, I should do something, you know, it could be dangerous. But I'm a foreigner, you know, what could I say to him? So I looked around, there was no one to help me. Oh, I said, okay, and I walked away. And not 1 minute later, 5 policemen walked by me. The captain and the 4 trainees that were following him. And so I went over to them and said, hey, you gotta come over here. And dragged them over and pointed up in the tree. Well, they were very alarmed. And the captain immediately took charge. Ajoshi, get down. You don't belong in the tree. No reaction, just a little smile on his face, banging on the tree. Ajoshi, get down! Nothing, he just took a drink from his bottle. Onto the police. Oh, they were furious and they scattered. Someone shouted from the crowd, shoot him! That'll get him down! The captain shot him a glance, but I think he liked the idea. Then the guy next to me, he said, I know how to get him down. Make him angry. He'll come down. And he said, hey, follow me. And he started chanting, Byongshin, Byongshin. I didn't know what the word meant, so I later found out it meant kind of like retarded crippled guy or something. I started chanting, Byongshin, Byongshin. And about 40 people around started chanting, Byongshin, Byongshin. Well, it was designed to get him angry, and it worked, because a dark cloud crossed his face. But then just almost as suddenly, it went away, and he smiled. And then he started chanting with us, Byongshin, Byongshin. And then he let go of the tree, and he's conducting us, Byongshin, Byongshin. Well, in a flash, the energy of the crowd changed. This man had no ego. The crowd was suddenly with him. He was so totally into his own reality, he saw no authority, and he transformed our reality. He was something like a Buddha or a Jesus at that moment. I think the police were furious, but they were a little bit scared because the crowd was now against them. Why don't you just keep toasting him until he runs out of maekoli, then he'll come down. But the captain was not interested in negotiation at this point. It was all about power and control. Ajoshi, if you don't come down, I'm going to call the fire department. And almost immediately we heard, how did they get there so quick? It was him. He did a pretty good siren. He was quite the talented trickster. And then the real fire department came. And they put the ladder up against the tree, and they climbed up. And even in his defeat, in his disgrace, he was glorious. Because when they grabbed him, he pretended like they were choking him. And then he smiled. It was all a joke. And then as they were pulling him down, he was leading the chant. Byongshin, Byongshin. By now there was 150 people that were chanting Byongshin. But, you know, it was no longer an insult. Now it was like a tribute. Transformed. And then they got him down, they put him in the car, the cops went away, the firemen went away, everyone went away except me and the tree. What did I do? I should have left him alone. He wasn't hurting anybody. But then I thought if I had left him alone, he wouldn't have discovered that talent. He wouldn't have had his 10 minutes of fame. And I wouldn't have had a great new image in my mind. My maekoli man, tottering in the tree, beautifully balanced between heaven and reality, believing, transforming, a king without a crown, until he wakes up, until he falls down. So I would like now to pay tribute to this man, this moment, this power of transformation that we all have, and I would like you to join me. Please lift your glasses and follow me. You fuckers. You bitches. You sons of bitches. Follow me. Byongshin. Byongshin.